Okay guys, a couple of weeks ago I told you that I was gonna pull out the engine from the 68 Spitfire, rebuild it and borrow it for the 66 Spitfire. And you are probably seeing me driving the 66 Spitfire already. This means that the engine was rebuilt already and running. But I never showed you how I did that, so I'm gonna start posting videos now about this rebuild, and I'm gonna be posting them into the 68 playlist because this engine belongs to this car and one day it's gonna come back to it, and at some point I will have to switch to the 66 playlist because I'm gonna be installing it into the 66 car, but I'm gonna deal with that later. I will see how I'm gonna deal with it exactly. Okay, so idea for today for this engine is to strip it completely. I don't know if I will have time to clean it a little bit or I can clean the separate parts later, but the idea is to strip it and assess all the parts, see what I need to change, what I need to buy, inspect all the measurements, cylinder bores, crankshaft, camshaft, pistons, piston rings, and everything possible. And hopefully by the end of the day I will have all the information I need so I can order all the parts and they can come as soon as possible. And then of course in the next few days I will have to clean it up, paint it, if I have to send it out for resurfacing or reboring the cylinders or whatever needs to be done this week, and hopefully next week I will be able to put it back together and hopefully use it in my Mark II Spitfire by the time I fix the other engine, because the other engine I didn't do anything on it when I was restoring it. I just changed a couple of gaskets, but obviously that was a big mistake because now the engine has issues. So I just don't like the idea of having the car disabled again in the spring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to fix this engine, put it on that car and drive it. Then I will have the whole summer to fix the other engine, and then when this Spitfire, the Mark III, is ready for from the rest of the restoration, it will have a ready engine to go in it. So that's the idea. Okay, this plate doesn't look that bad. Except it's coming apart. Anyway, this just requires quick cleaning. The clutch is pretty worn. It needs another clutch. This bush is good. This flywheel though, some teeth are a little bit eaten. Okay, see, that's a little bit iffy. Brand new clutch here. Huh, this engine might have been rebuilt at some point. The oil seal, should I remove it now? It's gonna start leaking, right? I will remove the bolt so it's, because when I put it on the stand I'm not gonna have access to this, or it's gonna be hard to access it. When I was draining the oil, everything looked fine in the beginning, but at the end, something really weird started coming out. What the heck is that? Wow. I managed to snap one of the bolts here on the thermostat housing, so I hope I will be able to take it out, take out the housing, the cover, and somehow take out the bolt, because well, anyways, come on, be nice to me. Thank you. Wow. So I'm gonna soak this with WD-40, and I'm gonna let it sit for I don't know how long, and we'll try to remove it. Hopefully it's gonna work. You know, I have a alternator on my MK2 Spitfire, so I guess this body is not coming back here too. I just don't like generators. Okay. This looks like the TR4 generator that I had to go and weld. Maybe I could have used this one instead of welding the other one. Too late. This water pump is shot. If you remember, when I test ran the engine, it was leaking water like crazy. Well, started going, but has a little bit of play. Anyways, I think I'm gonna buy a new one, water pump. Okay, fuel pump. We know that this one wasn't sending any fuel, so rebuilding kit for fuel pump. Now these three bolts are my main concern, because if they snap, that's gonna be a big problem. Okay, this one is going, that's good. Let's get it out of the way. Okay, good. I like that. And the last one, let's see. Phew! Relax. That's a relief. On my Mark II, one of these snapped, and I had really hard time removing it from the head. But that's a relief here. This pipe, yeah, it is shut. And I remember when I was running the engine, it was leaking from here somewhere. Yep. Nice little hole here. The distributor looks good, just needs some cleaning. And now I want to inspect the rocker shaft and the rockers to make sure that they have no excessive play. Anyways, this I'll have to take apart and inspect it further. That's number one. They look good. I'm gonna roll them on a flat surface later to make sure that they are straight. The lifters. Keep it. Okay, all the bolts are out, and I'm gonna try to crack it open now. Hopefully she's gonna be a good girl and it's not gonna give me troubles. But first I wanna clean a little bit around it so the dirt doesn't go into the cylinder. You know, I wanna keep them as clean as possible. And once I take it out, I'm gonna put it upside down, fill it up with gasoline, and see how long is it gonna hold the gas. So just to assess the condition of the valves and the valve seats. Okay. That's fine. Let's see if she's gonna crack open or she's gonna be a bitch. Okay. Okay, let's give her a little bit of advice. This is a soft hammer, so I don't think it's gonna damage it. Maybe, yeah, she decided to be a bitch. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn her upside down, so her own weight helps me. She's going. Good girl. I just hope she doesn't drop suddenly into the open. I think from here I have to turn her back up because she might drop. So I'm gonna leave her sideways. With this part I'm pushing on the gasket, and what pushes on the head is this flat part. The sharp end is pushing on the gasket, so this is fine. Plus I'm not pushing that hard. I don't think I'm gonna damage the surface. Oh wow. A lot of carbon. Copper gasket. It doesn't look bad. Made in England. Yeah, doesn't look bad. Doesn't look like there was any leak between the channels. All the water galleries are literally plugged, all rusty. I guess it was sitting with water. I hope not during the winter. I don't know how am I gonna clean that. But let's see the cylinders. There's just a little ridge at the end. Not really. Yeah, some of them have a little ridge. Oh, it spins so nice. I'm gonna measure them and hopefully they won't need reboring, so that's really good because the condition is really nice. So if the measurements are good, I'm just gonna remove the ridge, hone them, and they're gonna be all good. Okay, let's see the head. The surface doesn't look bad. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna put it somewhere over there. I'm gonna fill it up with gas and we will see how long it is gonna hold. This one is losing it right away. Not good. Yep. 2, 3 and 4 are pretty much okay, but number 1 is draining right away. Okay, so we'll have to open this and hopefully the head is good, the valves are not the opposite. Okay, let's see if those studs are gonna give us troubles. I hope not. I bought this stud remover. Oh, Really? Wow. Yeah, I bought this stud remover just so I don't need to double nut every time. And it works like a charm, you know. They're not tight at all. I have the feeling that I can remove them by hand. They have a long thread and a short thread. The short is going in the block. If I forget, remind me when we assemble the engine, okay? Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's go see what's happening with the head. Like 2, 3 and 4 are still holding, but they lost one good amount. So hopefully when I clean the carbon behind, everything is gonna be fine. I just don't want to deal with valve seats too. But we'll see when we take it apart. Good. Good girl. I thought that was a bolt, but it appeared to be a nut. Okay. I thought that was gonna look stupid, but actually it didn't. Okay, this surface here is very important because this is where the oil seal travels, or this travels inside the oil seal. So I want to clean it nice and see if it's good. Okay, this video is becoming too long, so I'm gonna cut it here and I'm gonna be back with the bottom end disassembling in a couple of days. So thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'm gonna see you in my next video.